Today we have to be a little bit cautious here with Bitcoin because there is a trap set, and I'm going to show you where that exactly is, but at the same time the Bitcoin bulls are unleashed. It sounds contradicting, but I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that. So, and we're also going to talk about some other coins. So make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like this video, and also activate the bell so that you will never miss out on these really important updates. And now let's directly jump into it here. So first of all, we had today our option expiry this morning, so I was watching it closely because I thought we would get a really nice move out of it, but unfortunately we didn't. But the good news is that here on the expiry date we liquidated 1,561 put options. So that are basically people that were betting that the price will be lower than where we are right now. So, and there are certain levels to it. So, but they got across the board obliterated because nobody from these put options was expecting that we are at such a high price today. So all these put options got completely liquidated. And that, of course, boasts now the bulls a lot, you know, so because all their options came into fruition. So, and that means that everybody who had a call option made money today. So, and this is what I mean with the bulls are unleashed. So I'm going to show you here now what's happening in the chart to get confirmation that the bulls are unleashed. So we have here on the 1 hourly chart a new downward sloping resistance line that Bitcoin for now is respecting. I hope that Bitcoin is going to break this in the next 2 hours-ish. That's the time frame where I would like to see this to be broken. And that can be for you your next trading entry. So if you want to be a little bit more on the safer side and wait for a safer entry, wait that we reclaim the golden ratio here at $70,720 approximately. If you want to be a little bit more risk adverse and enter at the break of this trend line, just to be sure that you're in the position, because imagine it just goes like this and you miss the entry here. So you basically have to weigh up for yourself if it's worth it for you to prematurely enter here before we actually break back above that golden ratio here. So, but if you want to do that, that would be around $70,200-ish right now. So, and I would wait to have at least a 15 minutes, 30 minutes candle close above that downward sloping resistance line here. Because overall, the indicators are set for a move to the upside. The stochastic wants to go up, the RSI is going sideways, and the MACD is about to flip bullish here. So you have everything in alignment what you need to see Bitcoin going higher. Now only the price action needs to catch up and make a run for it. So if we get a break, then the first initial target that I see for Bitcoin here would be this time within that resistance area. So look here, we have now multiple times tried to break into this here, there, and here just yesterday. Every time when we touch this level, it gets weaker. Remember, I told you this many times. The more you basically hit with a sledgehammer a wall, the more the wall is actually crumbling, and that applies also to resistance and support levels. So here, that resistance level crumbles more and more the more we are touching it. And here at the fourth attempt, I actually believe that we are getting some candle closes within that. And then the only question is, how high do we actually get within that resistance before we see another small correction? The first initial target that I have is around $72,200. And then the next one is $73,000 more or less. And if we manage to close outside that resistance area, then it would be here the next golden ratio at $74,000. So these are the three targets based on a clean break of this downward sloping resistance line with a reclaim of the golden ratio and then a continuation move here to the upside. When we go to the 4 hourly chart, here I want to show you now the potential trap that is set here for Bitcoin. So technically here on a stochastic RSI, even though we are turning around, the price action could just make another leg to the downside and the stochastic would follow. And then we most likely would go and touch either 69 or even here 68 and then turn around. But once that is happening, so you have to understand, we would lose $68,500, and that is a key support level right now. So I don't believe that we are going to lose it, but we could see a fake out down here, come back up, and continue to go to the upside. I have to start in this scenario discussed with some other traders, and they're in alignment with that. We independently came up with the same thing. So we said there is the opportunity, the possibility that Bitcoin slides to $68,500 because there's a lot of demand and liquidity. Grab the liquidity, send it higher from there into a new all-time high. So if we are not getting there to 68,500, and then most likely we are going first higher into that resistance area, and maybe then we are getting this move to the downside, grab the liquidity and go higher. So this is also a scenario. But as long as we are holding here above $69,000, $69,200, and we are closing the 4-hourly candle above $70,000 and break the downward sloping resistance line, we should see continuation. Another sign that we will go to $72,000 would be a 4-hourly candle close above the Monday high here at $71,300. So if you see a 4-hourly close above that level and you missed to enter for whatever reason, you did not have your limits, you did not market enter, you were shopping for whatever reason, you had to watch your kid, you missed the break of this downward sloping resistance line, and you also missed the golden ratio that is kind of like here, then the Monday high is the last area where you want to enter if you see that we close a 1-hourly candle above the Monday high here at $71,300. So the only problem that you will have is you make a little bit less profit than everybody else that went in earlier, but you have the safer position than everybody else because everybody below the Monday high is taking on a little bit more risk than you that are entering at the Monday high. But like I said, less risk, also less reward because the target would remain the same. I would not change that unless you see that we are breaking in here and you start trading your stop loss to try to see if we actually go into new all-time high when we are here in that resistance area. So now here at the liquidation levels, something really, really interesting is going on here right now. So look at this. We have now here above us some over-leveraged positions, and this here got really dense here, this whole area. So which is telling me that we're definitely in the next 2 to 5 days actually go and clean this completely up. So, but here again, look, we have also here at 69,500 some over-leveraged 50x long positions. It is possible that we here again in alignment 68,600-ish. So it is possible that we first come take them out and then go and break here into these levels. Again, the direction has not changed over the last 24 hours. The direction is still to the upside because of the density of the upwards and above hanging short liquidation liquidity that we will take out in no time, in my opinion. So it will happen. So really, really soon. And remember, guys, even though sometimes I get the time concept wrong when it's going to happen, I'm never, or I'm most of the time not wrong with the direction, especially since I use that tool. Go back from when I started using this and tell me where my directional move was wrong. I think from over 100 videos, maybe 1 or 2. So it's a really, really low error margin that I have there, and a high probability success rate where we're actually going. So, and I'm telling you, the move is to the upside here. Now on the liquidation heat map, I need to refresh that. Didn't do that before I started the video. Also here you see, here has again short liquidity built up around $72,000. So, and here, if we can push to $71,200, we should get a short squeeze into $72,200. And once we are tapping this here, this should ignite another short squeeze to like $73,400 approximately. So there is a cascade of short squeezes above us. The bulls only need to find the strength over the next couple of days to actually squeeze up into these areas. So, and then it's like a staircase, you know, we squeeze into one area, that leads into the next area, and that leads into the next area until we are then stopping around $73,400. But there is no resistance anymore. And that could then technically automatically send us to a new all-time high. To the downside here at $68,000 would be the long liquidation level. But right now, I think it's highly unlikely that we are going there first before we go here to the upside. So, but you see today Bitcoin is a little bit shaky, and that comes from the option expiry and trying to make people undecisive how they want to play that, you know. So, and that leads then also to to false signals on the indicators, which will make you believe that we're actually going lower, and then but in real we continue to go higher, you know. So I just want to make sure that you're aware of that. And so the only moment where I would change that stance would be if we start breaking here this low. So if we start here breaking here 68, what is that? The low point here, 68. That'd be 68,450. So if we lose that level, then okay, then we will go a little bit lower. But until then, until proven otherwise, follow the trend. The trend is to the upside. I also gonna show you here full transparency my Bitcoin trade. That is still the same that I had yesterday. I just added a little bit more money to it to average down my entry price. So I still believe this one is going to pay, you know. So I will make money on that. So it's just $1,000 here in the red, but I made money before, you know. So I have the receipt for that. Where is it here? So here 6,000. So here I lost a little bit again, and I made again 2,670, and again $800. So I was profitable here over the last 3 days on my longs with Bitcoin. So, and this here will be no different. So you see my take profit is here close to $74,000 on BYBIT. And guys, remember, if you want to trade anywhere, trade on BYBIT. You still get $30,000 if you use the link down below here. And otherwise, go to Margex. There you can deposit money to my strategy, and I will take control over the funds to place trades for you. Look for AMCrypto altcoins. That's the name of the strategy. And also use this link down below for that. And if you can, for some reason, not use a BYBIT, then I highly recommend you BITGET or Phemex if you're in the UK or in the US. Also here, use these links here down below for that. And if you just want traditional copy trading and just copy the trades that I'm doing because it's too complicated on Margex or whatever, then go to FAIRDESK. You still get $120,000 for the highest bonus in the industry. And also with that link down below here, you find them all in the description and in the pinned comment under this video. Let's talk about the Bitcoin dominance, because here is something strange going on. Bitcoin is going nowhere, more or less. It's jumping up and down a little bit. So it's ranging, the dominance is coming down, but many altcoins are not running. And let me show you what I mean here. Normally when we see something like this, such a big red candle to the downside, all altcoins are running here. But this is like 1/3, I would say, of that list, or almost half of it that's running right now. And the rest is not running. And they are also not running really hard. Okay, TIA is running, Celestia, but Celestia was also going down for like 2 weeks almost, you know, so we are still around the same prices. Here I would actually like to see like $17 or something to make sure that TIA finally broke it to the upside. So here's nothing really crazy going on with altcoins while the dominance is dropping. So I'm wondering where is the money going, you know? So where is the money going? In which coins? If it's not the major coins that I'm watching, you know, so also here on that list, it's not any different. Is this one here any different? This one is, no, here's like half in the green. So it's really, really strange, guys. It's really, really strange. But regardless, I still believe if Bitcoin keeps doing what it's doing right now, that the dominance will come back down here, and that we are finally seeing here a proper break under 53%. But this will, of course, only occur if Bitcoin in the next couple of days is not immediately turning around and going into a new all-time high, because then the dominance will follow and will break here again the 54.32% level. But I still believe that we are not going higher than here that yearly high that we have on the dominance for now. I don't see it happening that we are going higher than that. Maybe we could see something close to it again, so where we just under it, stop, and then turn around. Or that we just come up here, 54.75, something like this, and then turn around. But we'll definitely see really soon this upward sloping trend line broken. And once that is broken, the dominance will finally roll over to the downside, and we're going to see a proper altcoin season. The total market cap, including Bitcoin, is also here again trying to break out of that highest resistance area that we have here at $2.527 trillion. If we can close this weekly candle above that area, then we're going to see continuation, and we most likely are going for the all-time high to $3 trillion and try to break it. So imagine if we can break this all-time high here, what that would mean for altcoins. You have to understand there would be $500 billion, more or less, coming more into the whole market overall in Bitcoin and altcoins. So altcoins will absolutely go crazy if we can close this weekly candle as it is right now, because that would signal continuation for the next week, and we should then attack $3 trillion to the upside. So maybe we are doing it not in one single week. Maybe that will ignite the altcoin season, and we are going to see 3-4 weekly candles attacking the $3 trillion level. So, but if we can close this weekly candle here as it is right now, we are definitely going higher. Then let's talk about Ethereum. So Ethereum tried yesterday to break here this bull flag pattern, but failed. So maybe I have to make it a little bit wider, and soon, and I have to adjust the poll a little bit. So if I go to a 12-hourly time frame, that would be the poll. So I'm absolutely fine with that. The higher the time frame, also the higher the target. Because if I go here to 12-hourly, you see this is still bull flag, and I did not go crazy with the target. So this is exactly the target. So just that you understand what I did here. It's not like that I made this up in my mind. So if we would break out here in the next 7 hours to the upside, then this 12-hourly bull flag target would be around 4,000, more or less exactly $4,000. So for that, we need to see a break of the Monday high at $3,670 and also close at least a 1-hourly candle above that to see continuation here to the upside. And the continuation could be then a really, really fast acceleration to the upside. And so, but again, we need to see first the break out of that. So you can also make an argument here on the 4-hourly chart that we have here somewhat of a cup and handle pattern, but the handle starts getting too long, So also here we need to see a break in the next 7 hours. Otherwise, that cup and handle pattern will be invalidated, but the 12-hourly chart would be still valid for another, did we close already 12-hourly candle? Yeah, okay, so for another 23 hours, this is valid from now. Then here on this chart, again, if we get here on the 12-hourly chart, this bull flag breakout, the imminent resistance is then here, which is the target of that bull flag. So we get confluence here right now with the bull flag target and the above sitting resistance area as a target, which is telling me that when Bitcoin breaks the downward sloping resistance line and starts moving above its Monday high, that most likely Ethereum will go up at the same time and will try to get here above $4,000. So if Ethereum can establish support above $4,000, we are going to start to hit here these targets that I had set here for, I think, almost 2 weeks. So maybe we need to be a little bit more patient, but I think a really big break is coming here really soon. I want to give you one altcoin before I'm actually leaving again, and that is again ZRX. Don't ask me how it, why, you know, so why it happened again, but ZRX came into that resistance area that I told you is an area where you should take profit. Now you see why, you know, because after we took profit here, we got another dump in the last 24 hours. Don't ask me who or why that happened. I have no idea. So the only thing that I know is if we close the 4-hourly candle above the Monday low, I'm going to enter this again. So because this is for me a really easy license to print money here on ZRX, because you can just rinse and repeat it. As long as it's respecting this range now here, it's really easy to make money, and you have an easy invalidation, you know, so lose the golden ratio, a little bit under the golden ratio, like 82 cents, lose 82 cents and you're out, you know, so and you can do this on spot. You don't need leverage for that because you get a 15% move to the upside, almost a 20% move to the upside from where we are right now. So with, what is that from current prices? An 8% move to the downside, something like this. Yes, 6. So there is a 1 to 3 risk to risk to reward ratio on that trade. So and on spot, I definitely going to take that. You know, so I just want that we keep the Monday low, that we are staying above that. And if we do, then I will enter this here. So and just that you know where it's sitting, it's at 90 cents and 41. So we are slightly under it, but we have still 3 hours to reclaim that level. Guys, that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure that you smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.